Okay, so we're just going through very, very basics of our Vline, and we're talking as an open session of where we're going to go in the UK with it. I want people to step up. I want people to work with. I want ideas to flow. We need unison because that's what we are. We are a united team, but I'd like to think out the box. I do not, even though I know at head office it's all like it's a new start, it's a new launch, I don't think we need that in the UK. I would like to promote that we have got a new Vline aspect of our business. I don't think we need a new launch thing or a new thing like that. I think we need to really, because I think always that's kind of thing, well, your product hasn't changed, you're still kind of not 100% registered. I just don't think it gives us a good light. Whereas if we promote like the whole Vline aspect of it, and we have this that this is coming, this is fantastic, this is a game changer, this is great for anybody in network marketing, and create that intrigue. We're not bringing a new product, we're bringing a new way of recruitment, and go down that path. Because a lot of people in network marketing find recruitment the hardest thing. There's very few people that fly at recruitment. Okay, and they're normally good at recruitment because they've built up that brand, they've built up that reputation, and people will follow them for that. But that takes a long time to do that. That doesn't happen overnight. You don't go to network marketing, change company after 3 months, and everybody kind of, does everything with you. So that's kind of where my mindset's coming from, is that we create a big fuss about the brand new launch of a Vline. Okay, so I can't see many faces, even though there's 37 on, and what I can see, no one's nodding or smiling. So I don't know whether everybody's on the same wavelength. I don't feel we need to launch the product. I don't feel we need to launch the company. What I do feel is that we need to shout from the rooftops about this new method. Okay, so we will keep an eye on the chat. Oh, good, I've got an agree. Good. Thank you. So my mindset is, even though I think it's kind of, even though we've known for a while we're getting a new website, and we obviously knew before the rest of the countries, didn't we? We was kind of brought into that quite early. I never, because we didn't have a definite date, and because they didn't want to give us a date, and it never came about. It's kind of like come on top of us now quite quick. It's like, oh my God, it's here. So no, we can't share a link yet, but we can start working for it now. And that's what I want to work on next week, is just to start working on what we're going to do. And this is what I want today. I want today's brainstorming. Do you want to speak?
Yeah, we can share a link.
Oh, yeah, but I want us to kind of, I know we can share that, well, for the people that are on, I'd rather everybody have the same chance. If you've just not muted your mic, you just mute it until you want to chat, so there's no background noise. Fantastic. But it'd be nice for us all to be able to do it. I mean, I've got a list, I've got people PM me, and that's great. I've already started an email, but like I said, I've been with clients, so that'll be the first job I'll be doing when I come off this call. So it'd be nice just to be able to kind of do this link with the post of this creation of this great recruitment tool into this fantastic business. So we've already got the great business, we've already got the great product, and now we've got an exceptional way to come in. That's where my mindset is with it. So I'm not quite sure from last night's calls whether we were still classed as pre-enrollees or whether a name had been picked for it. So obviously I'm on doctor's orders of early nights now, but I don't think that'll happen tonight. So I've got mine to watch. I've not even watched it yet. So I'm going to go through the facts that I know so far. And I'd like to be thinking what I've just said about us promoting this actual part of our business. And then we'll put our heads together and come up with some ideas, and be thinking of some hashtags, be thinking of some names. I know that you've used Vitae VIP. What did JR use? He did Vitae Power System, didn't he? Vitae Power System, JR did, and he called it VPS. So it'd be nice to have something like Vline, and I'm just going to pinch that for an example, Vline, Vitae Power System, or something, or we can bring a UK link into it, but obviously we're going further than UK. We've got a lot of people out of the UK now in our team. So Claire's got Vitae VIP. I know that VIP access was well liked when I discussed it with Lewis, Angie and George. but I don't know whether they decide on anything. Okay, so facts are, I'm going to still call them pre-enrollees at this moment in time. They say we sent the link out tonight, which is obviously a good day. The reason being, they've got 7 days then, haven't they? So we're going to have a cut-off point, same as what we do already, which is 11:59 Thursday night for US, for head office, but it's 7:59 for us in the UK, Friday morning. So we've got a little bit more time to kind of work on it. And during that period of time, if we sent a load of links out today to people and people just signed in the link, they have obviously a full 7 days with us before they kind of dropped off. Over those 7 days, they will get their own back office. So they'll be able to see how the business works on a back office. They will also get emails and factual emails. And I know Bridget, it's going to be great. And videos. So they're going to get videos that we've got. They're going to get videos for Jim Britt. They're going to get the promotional videos. They'll get testimonial videos. They get some about the Vline. So they'll be able to log in also and have their own link to then send on to somebody else. So where this is perfect for us is in the UK. This is absolutely perfect timing because we have so many people who would like to have a look round but have been too scared because the beverage industry has been really knocked these last 3 months. Okay, so this couldn't be better for us at this moment in time. So they're going to be locking a position, obviously in the binary, and it's going to be built around them because they're going to get an overspill from yourself and anybody above and anybody they bring in and anybody they bring in. So this business is going to be being built, I'm just going to say over a 7 day period because we're saying as if it's today, over a 7 day period. So they're going to be able to go in a back office and see that this is actually being built for them and can see that there's going to be a check there. The live check will not be available for a few weeks, but to see that there's going to be a live check of how much they're earning is going to be there for them to see. Now, anybody at the end of those 7 days, if they don't have to pay a $30 sign-up fee because it's been waived, and they're paying for 1 box of coffee, excluding shipping, should we say at the moment, which is working around £46–47, would be crazy not to do that. Because anybody they've actually brought in on their link, they will get $10 for. We get $10 for bringing them in if they sign up. Then also they will benefit from $3, $2 and $1 they're only going to get paid 3 levels down in the UN level. So they've got a check waiting for them and they'll be able to visually see that that check's waiting for them as well. That is so powerful. Even if they didn't get a chance that week to enroll, they will still have some money there waiting for them. Okay, and all they've got to do is obviously upgrade themselves. Now, if they've got people underneath them upgrading, if they have 3, 4 people underneath them upgrade them, then that money is just going to disappear and those people underneath them will just go up to the next person.
Alison,
yes, Ruth?
Sorry to interrupt. On the levels, it is 3 levels down, but I swore, I've made a note from the Zoom that he says it's $5, $3, $1.
Or if they changed it.
It's $5, $3, $1.
These are then when I was actually in California.
And then the person that we've sent our link to, yes. Let's say I send a link to, I don't know, pull a name out of the air, Fred Smith.
Yeah.
And Fred Smith then sends his link on to Jane Smith.
Yes.
And Jane Smith signs.
Yes.
They then get $10 plus $5 because it's 5% on their first level.
Yes. It's just phenomenal. It's even better than what it was when I was in California. No, that's great. Wonderful. Thanks, Ruth. I've just made a note of that, so I'll change all that. And obviously they can upgrade then as well, and I don't know whether it was said in the Zoom, but the upgrade will be a upgrade. They're not going to have to pay, so whatever they've paid, if they're going up to platinum, then they'll just pay for the remainder boxes or the remainder 13 boxes. So they're being given an opportunity there whether they want the box of coffee just for their own use, to get used to it, see how it is, whether they want to have 1 week themselves and sell the other 3 weeks. Same again, if they sell the other 3 weeks, they've got the money back straight away. So you need to be thinking, you need to have pen and paper with you continually now and thinking of all these people you've spoke to over the months or years you've been in network marketing, because we're going to work on scripts. And they're not just going to be written scripts, because I said I would like us to start going back to the traditional ways. They're going to be voice message scripts as well. So that's what we're working on next week, which is why I just want to have this informative chat today. I'll get the video link again, and I'll try and do that over the weekend, and we'll keep recording them, and we're just going to work together quite intensely and quite close together so that you're all confident. We can do some role playing. I'm happy to do smaller teams. I'll do whatever I physically can and what I can fit in to help you all. So there's only going to be 3 levels, obviously on our uni level, which is our 555 777 88910. Did it right, Kat? And but obviously that will then show them a way straight away. So like I say, it's going to have a compression. If they don't sign up, it'd be the next person underneath would actually go up to you anyway. Okay, so what we could do is, obviously we need to also have time management, which is where Bridget might be able to jump in the fact that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday needs to be your major contact recruitment day. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you need to be following up. Have you looked in your back office? Have you checked your emails? Did you look at that video? Have you had any more thoughts about it? Would you like to have a 3-way chat? Would you like to jump on Zoom? Would you like to jump on the potential, and probably really we now then need on a Thursday night probably another opportunity call. And I'm sure we will have a new presentation quite soon anyway. So we've got those chances on those last 2 nights to give people that opportunity call to make them realise that this is what we mean business with. Okay, so just read the rest of my notes.
Alison,
yeah?
Can I ask something?
Of course you can.
I've been in my back office today, and you can see everybody's customers and their details in it.
It's all dealt with, George. It's all dealt with.
The one problem I've got with it, this is what happened in Valentis. There are people in this team who actually approached my pre-enrollees who were already pre-enrolled in the other company and got them to re-sign under them.
Yeah.
So I am now worried about data protection of customers and about things like that.
It's all dealt with. I was on the phone as soon as they were awake. I had Lisa, George, Angie and Lewis all with a message waiting for when they opened their eyes. I've been on call to the head office. I've been on call to Las Vegas with George.
Right.
Okay.
Just there was certain people that kind of told them how to get around it.
No, completely agree with you. It's been the first job for when they all woke up. And I said to them, for God's sake, I've been waiting hours for you all to wake up. So no, that's all dealt with. Love that one.
It's just the fact that our customers are now pre-enrollees, and I think that we should have been able to answer them first.
No, I don't think it will be that. I think it will be, I don't think it's anything to do with that. I think it's just the fact that they've got the back office up live, and all these little things like we haven't got points, a lot of people haven't got commissions. There's so many aspects now that needs to be worked on. So that was more important than anything else, was data protection and poaching. So that was the one that I was kicking off about.
Right.
Okay, just to let you all know, upcoming Zoom meeting. I think this is 3 p.m. 3 p.m, which is 11 p.m. for us, isn't it? I think it's tonight. I'll just say, is this today? I'll just ask if this is today, because that'd be good for us, won't it? So the benefits for the Vline for a retail global entrepreneur, it's going to be able to build your binary and your uni level at the same time. You know, we've always said that the uni level is something that will come in later on, because we're going to be working on these levels, and Ruth just said it's like $5, $3, $1. That uni level for us is going to start building a lot quicker as well. So it's going to actually benefit, this recruitment's going to actually benefit on 2 aspects of our 3 ways of being paid. Obviously, this is a lot easier to promote, because the excitement we've got here, the fact it's something new, the fact it's it's so powerful, which is why we've got to be careful with our wording and make sure our wording suggests that as well. It's going to be so much easier to promote because you're just saying to people, there's no obligation. Just follow the link, have a look round, and then it's your choice. You know, by 8 o'clock next Friday morning, it's going to be so much easier for us to work this. Whether you are used to scripting, it's the only thing you do, whether it's voice messaging or however you want to do it. Yes, Ruth?
And just to make people aware as well that haven't watched the Zoom, before you send those links out, any link, you've got to have permission from that person that you're sending that email to, because if you haven't got permission, it's classed as spam and you can be reported. So that link that you're sending out with the Vline power compression, you've absolutely got to have the permission to send it out.
When we're working over the weekend, whoever wants to jump on the course and work with me, and we're getting our scripts and our voice messages, then obviously that's got to be an issue where we say, can you send us a quick thumbs up or a message to say, yeah, you're happy for me to send it. Okay, so we need to get that in a message without it being too, without losing the excitement and of what we've got here to show. Okay, so for us, we're going to gain $10 for every enrollee that comes into the business. And it's just a completely unique method. Now, we do know there's another company that had a pre-enroll system. Some people have holding banks. But, and please let me know and private message me, but I don't know of another company, and George didn't know of another company where people could actually financially benefit straight away, be able to see that happening and be able to build a business without actually having commitment there. Okay, so that's really, really good for us. Also, then obviously, if people are going to start coming into the business, then we can get them straight into a first stage of training. So we don't just have potential call. I know we have our trainings on Monday night. We've got obviously something amazing a week on Monday due to Naomi, which is just so exciting. But we'll get them straight into a training course so they know about it and they know how to work the back office. Now, all our aspects of the back office are not obviously all there. How we pay isn't currently there. So I will come back to you in the chats tonight about that. That's being discussed at this moment in time. And also, I do believe, and maybe this has changed since California, so please correct me if not, that we don't get a first... Oh, hold on, let me just reread that then, because that will not make sense on the first BBP. No, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to put a question mark there and ask George. What you've got here is a belief system. And that's what we kind of need to look at our unique selling point. Is we've got a belief that the fact and what we're creating with somebody is a belief that the product is really good, and none of us can question that. We know that this product is just a world-class product. A belief that they will get paid, because a lot of people come into this industry and they don't get paid. They don't get paid for months, and then they look somewhere else after 90 days. So people start dropping out and they start looking elsewhere instead of just sticking to what they know, because they know that all the other boxes are ticked, product-wise, opportunity-wise, company-wise, CEOs and founders-wise. And for us, obviously, our uni level is just phenomenal for us long-term. And a belief that they can do it. That's what we need. So we need to have these belief sections that we can help these people over these few days, because some people may only come in on Tuesday, Wednesday night, that we've got everything ticked, but we need to create their belief that this is something that they can do and financially benefit from. Okay. What we can do is you've got your spilling management. So you can actually set your spilling management where you want these people to actually come into your business. Has it changed that, Ruth? Unmute yourself, darling, because I can't hear you.
Sorry, I think what happens is I've been through the Zoom 3 times now. And what he says initially is, obviously you need to go in and make sure everything's set up on your new site.
Yeah.
But double check where your settings were on the old site. So let's say today I set my spilling management to the left.
Yeah.
Anybody then, I wouldn't be changing that midway through the week, because you're ultimately trying to build that and show the people that you're bringing in that you're putting people under them, and their business is growing, so to speak. But you can change it on the following, once that timeline has gone. So bring people in, keep it to your whatever leg you're going to go, and then at 7:59 or change it then to the right once those people have signed up, and then you'll be teaching them to do the same.
Like alarms going off. Right, billing management change. Yeah. So basically, depending on how the two teams, the band teams, are actually building, you will be able to change it each week. So you'll be able to work on.
You can change it each week, but I wouldn't be changing it midway through the week.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable, isn't it? That's fair enough.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So that means that obviously you have more control of how your team is building. Yes, Luann?
Yeah.
I need to ask a however question. If you've got somebody who you'd been speaking to way before this Vline came in, and for some reason they weren't down in your Vline and they wanted to sign up, and you wanted them on a leg that was opposite to where your spelling management was set and building up the Vline, could you just quickly switch, sign them up and switch back, and would it have no impact?
It depends on the danger if anybody else has shared the link as someone set up. So I would say no, but I'm just going to check it for you if there's any way that we can actually more people.
I suppose the only way of it definitely having no impact is if you just literally got the person to say, I'm signing now, you flick it over, and then your email pings up to say that they've signed, and you flick it back. So it's like 3 minutes.
You're going to have the one person who finds IT hard, who can't do it, doesn't understand, and they need to pay for the product.
Yes.
And it goes a bit wrong. And then we've got Louis having to put people across, which obviously he's got to stop doing jobs like that.
Yes.
So, yeah, I've wrote it down. Good question. Excellent.
Yeah, okay. And one more question.
This is what we need. Guys.
Before that live check facility appears, how do the people over the next couple of weeks know how do they get that belief that they could earn bit? How are we going to calculate that?
I mean, we're not going to know at this moment in time. I've got to be honest with you. But I mean, there's a training call, which I've only just been shared at 11 o'clock tonight. So maybe if I can get some of these answers, that will be discussed tonight, because that training call's got to be with George. It's got to be with George.
I think that training call is with Shane.
Oh wow!
I think it is with. Hang on. It's with Shane and Ryan, or Sean and Ryan. I think they mentioned that last night, and they're the guys that have set the systems up. But I couldn't be 100%. But I know they said as soon as possible they was going to implement that.
No, they are the two guys that set it up. And the great thing is about them, they're part of the business as well. So they're going to be same as CEOs and founders. They're actually part of VT Global. They've actually come in as business owners as well. So that's really exciting. So they understand more about it, about the product and the concept and everything like that. So that's really exciting. Right, so what we need then now is, what you can also do, obviously, when you're actually talking to people, so we've got kind of these scripts and everything sorted out over these next couple of days, is if you all look at the uni-level training I did on Tuesday night, that you can actually do a shorter version of that, so you can show them how that actually works, and obviously understand that concept of where they're going to be earning long term. They've got the quick money from the $10, but then they're going to be earning long term as well from the uni-level. So just have a look at that training as well. So what I'd like to do, I don't mind people putting things in chat, and it's nice to leave little messages, but we're just all a team together. So I don't want questions of you're not into your back office and your commissions aren't there, your points aren't there, or anything like that, because that's something I want you to PM me, and that's something I'm doing by email. Points and commissions may take a few days to show. George says probably Monday. What I do want is what I put in my message. I want you to all make sure that you can get into your back office, and I know a lot can't, that your upline's correct. If your upline's not correct, I want to know that one, please. Just check your genealogy, that you've got the correct team members, and check your personal customers. Did I say anything else in that message? I'm not actually bothered about commissions and points because George said they'll be coming in. And that's roughly it. Okay, so any of you, and the other thing is what you really need to do, and I don't know how many people we've got on this call, or I can see how many people got, but how many people got with the team is, hang on Emma sweetheart, I'll find you, is go back to every person you have brought into this business. You need to clarify whether they're in or they're out. You need to clarify, do they want to see this? Because this is a game changer and this hasn't been done in network marketing and this is going to change everything. So if they have tried to do another little business in the meantime, it's not going to earn what we know Vitae Global can earn on Fast Track and on Unilevel. So I can't go through all those people. I can only go through mine. So it's very, very important. If I'm going to duplicate down to mine and talk to mine over these next 2 days, that has to be duplicated down. Even people you think have left or inactive or not working it. So we know the crosses. Because obviously now with the new system, if you don't have your personal customers in, if you don't have your A&P done, and you're not going to show active, you're going to fall off. And obviously your recruits will fall off. So therefore you're not going to have so many on your front line. So this is vital now. Really, really vital. The other thing is that Angie's made me aware of, there is so many people in our team that have not paid the PayPal invoices. Phenomenal amount of people that have not paid for the stock, but they've got the stock. So I'd like you to go into the search bar, search PayPal, and make sure you've paid all your invoices, because obviously that needs to be done. That might be why some people haven't got into the back office. No, it won't be. Ignore that, that won't have nothing to do with it. So just make sure that you're up to date on all your payments as well, because obviously that will probably affect you being active, because I know that Angie and Bobby are looking at those, so they're sending reminders out. So that will probably, if that hasn't all gone through, I'm not quite sure whether that would affect things or affect commissions next month. I don't know, but just make sure you're okay. Right, Emma, have you got a question, sweetheart? Are you just trying to say hi?
Mm-hmm. I had a problem getting on, and because it was recognising my old website, so I had to delete everything out of my favourites, all my shortcuts, everything off, and all my history, and then it let me on. So I don't know if everyone else wants to try that, because as soon as I did that, I've managed to get on.
Yeah.
All okay, right. If that helps somebody else.
I did try and tell people to go into different servers and like all the cookies and stuff like that. So no, that's great. Okay, so what we're going to do then now is I would like.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
That's what tonight's for, love. That's purposely what I want.
Have we got slides for the Vline? So that here's why. Because obviously when I asked a question on the Zoom the other night and Angie said possibly Friday, then I've been working through a list, and I've got people that are quite literally ready and happy to jump on a link and go through stuff. But what I would like to do first, if I can, at least with a few of them, a handful of them, is kind of get them on a Zoom with me and just go through some of the slides. Have we got any slides that show the step by step?
I've got nothing at all. I was shared this link that I want to share with you all. It's not come through. I've messaged George, but obviously he's going to have a hell of a lot on today. But I can't share you anything, but I've asked for everything. So that's the thing I can say. And so I will ask for that. I'll see if I can. Oh, it's George who's doing it tonight. I will ask for the new presentation, because obviously George and Lewis are talking from something this last week, the last 10 days, that I haven't got access to. And I'll ask again what this Jim Britt one is that is actually shared with me that I can't play. So what we could probably do is, this is why I need people to step up and work with me, is we'll do, we need to be doing, obviously, I think another opportunity call, probably on a Thursday night, and a V-line call as well, which needs to be short, a short one, so that we can have tools out there for people and people to ask questions. Okay, so any specific questions that we have apart from not logging in and what I've just discussed, because that needs to be done by email now. Anybody want to go through anything?
Well,
No?
I got on the site, and when I came off, it left Marjorie Marsh, but no ID on it. After I updated all information, I didn't log back in again to see if it altered. I think that
Well, just have a go, log back in, and then we'll take it from there.
right. And
Okay.
if it don't come on, come back to you then.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Any questions about the actual Vline? Do kind of, Tanya, you need to just message me, please. It's all been done by email. I need to, if you message me, like all the messages I've put in all the chats, if you message me, obviously name, email address, and what your issues are, I will stay up tonight. I'll get it all done, because we're on this 11 o'clock call now anyway. So, any other questions about what we've discussed tonight?
You have a question, Alison, please.
Lovely. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Alison. Alison, could you just run through if anybody's interested in the Vline, what they actually have to do again for me quickly?
What we have to do.
Like, do they buy? Obviously, the link. They've 7 days to have a look at the link.
Yes.
To have a look, yeah.
Yeah, and then they will just they will just follow that link, and there'll be an area where they can sign up. And the $30 has been waived, so all they have to do is pay for 1 box of coffee.
So it's just 1 box of coffee. That's what I wasn't sure about. Okay, so it's 1 box of coffee.
Yeah.
Plus postage.
Yes, but that's a little bit of an issue for us at the moment, so we may just
okay.
Go for a little bit longer till they sort out how we can pay.
And then the membership will be if they upgrade then, is it?
Well, that's another, the $30 was, I don't know whether that was on another call this week. I don't know if anybody was on it. I don't know if it's completely waived or whether they would do it if they upgraded onto a platinum. Now, for the UK team, this is perfect for us because you cannot spend any more than £200 in your first 7 days. So we was having to really, when I was in California, we was having to really look at the platinum box and the shipping and the $30. So if we're just upgrading, even whether we did it, because we was looking at, they'd have to have maybe 4 boxes, a platinum, and then upgrade to a ruby with 9 boxes. Do you know what I mean? So there was all different ways. So this is a really good way for us in the UK to be able to overcome one of our compliances for registration and, all the legalities. You pay the £30 if you upgrade, yeah, okay. But you see, with the upgrade, you don't have to, it is an upgrade. Whereas before, I know a lot of people message me and says, right, I'm platinum, how much does it cost from ruby? And it was the full $499. It isn't. From what I'm aware of, unless he's changed his mind, it is an upgrade, so you're just paying the difference. Okay, so I will clarify that, because obviously there's a couple of things he's changed since California from the look of it. Any other questions?
Alison?
Yeah?
I was just wondering, I've got one person that may be interested but doesn't like the coffee. Would she be able to join by just buying a box of the capsules?
Can't see why not. Thanks, Kay. That's a fabulous question. Right, I'll find out. I'll get all these answers for you. It may be that we're on the call at 11 o'clock. If these answers are coming in, I'll just keep putting them in the chats. But I know not everybody's in the chats. That is a great concern for me, is that I do try and, thanks Tanya love, I do try and put it in my front line and hope it gets duplicated down. But if I keep getting these little answers, I'm just going to keep flying them out tonight. Okay?
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
No, not
I think regarding that, they can join on. If there's 1 box of coffee, 1 box of caps, or they can do a combo and it's a box of coffee or caps. The 1 box of coffee is the normal price. The caps are the normal price. The combo comes in at $139.95, I think.
Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? That'd be fantastic.
They can. When you go into that link, there's a different link, and it's called. You'll see it, the link says Cash In Big. It's called Cash In Big promo. And when they click on that link, there's a video. It tells them what they need to be doing. It explains about the Vline system. And then what they do on the following week that they join is they decide what box they want, either coffee, caps, or combo. And then that takes them through the process.
I've got a question.
Go on then, Marjorie.
my Safari won't play any video, so I need that one. It didn't before on the old site, and I was hoping it would on this. I have checked.
There's not anything I can help you with that, Marjorie. That's
Well,
overnight.
I'm saying though, there's probably others with Apple Macs who might not have the same problem. And I've been searching in the bar, but the technicality of it is, if you get people coming in on this level talking about, or maybe not used to network marketing, or maybe not used to doing this too much, computers, we're going to have some problems.
But that's the same as any business, because we've all got links. At the moment, we've got links and videos and everything, haven't we? So I think it's just a matter of it'd have to be down to the individual person. You know, phones are fantastic. I know it's small to see, but a lot of people just work from phones or small iPads. So it'd have to be their personal choice and their personal issue, really. It's not something that I could personally help with. It's just have to be aware of them and guide them and advise them. That's the only thing you could do with that case, sort of thing.
Alison, with regards to Bridget's question, a bit higher up, I can't scroll up and see it now, but I think I can remember what it was. If Bridget unmutes herself and corrects me if I'm wrong, but she was asking if members who put their AMP slip for whatever reason, will they still be able to log in? Do they need to do their AMP? Make up for it, etc.
I mean, I can't turn around and say whether somebody can't log in today and that's the reason why. I don't have that power. I mean, I've been in the salon for 12 hours. I have no idea. But I would say if someone's kind of looks like they're being inactive, or you're trying to recreate that fire in the belly, they need to get their AMP in.
Yeah, I asked Andrew this, and she said everybody at the minute should be getting the same emails that we've all had today. So you know the one where you clicked on the little link and then you should have been able to reset your password and all that. Apparently all members, even if it was somebody who joined in May and hasn't done a thing since, everybody should have had those emails today. So they'll either be in your spam or in your normal inbox. If they go on there, then it doesn't matter if they've forgotten the password, because you can reset your password anyway, but they will need to do whatever their AMP requirement is, they will need to do that for October, and really they need to do it now, because otherwise if they're leaving it till the end of October, there's going to be a lot less leeway. When the website's all completely set up, there's going to be less of an argument really for them to say, I want to come back in. This is the time to push it. This is the time to get in touch with everybody who's in your front line, and then get people to duplicate that down. Or if you've only got a small team of, let's say, 20 in total, you could take charge and get in touch with all of them and just communicate down to your team that you're going to be filtering this message down. That I think the two big things to point out to people, it's not just the Vline, it's the fact that people can now join on the one box. People might have left the business for whatever reason at the stage where we were still only talking about platinum, ruby and emerald. But the fact that it's so low cost now to join, and people need reminding that the AMP at these levels will be very low cost as well, it's a great thing to lever them back in with. So it's a good excuse to get in touch with everybody and do yourself a little bullet point update since I last discussed the VTA opportunity with you.
No, absolutely.
But now's the time to get them in, definitely, this weekend.
What I can see what's happening here, Monique. Can you message me and put me your email address in, please, sweet? Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. We need to be savvy with our time over these next 7 days. So what everybody needs to do now, what you need to duplicate down, is they need to watch that Zoom. If they can get on the 11 o'clock Zoom tonight, that'd be fantastic as well. They need to start working on the list of everybody they've contacted, and definitely work on anybody they've recruited, so that all that is done ready, so that we can then go out and start working it. Okay, so whilst we're getting everything sorted in our back office, whilst we're getting everything finalised and people are getting links so that they can share them, let's get all those things wrapped up, kind of get that housekeeping done. Okay, so make sure your team's got the links. If they haven't, they need to contact me. Make sure that you've got the correct upline, that your genealogy is correct, your personal customers correct, and also start doing a list of everybody and go through everybody that you know has actually been in this business and make them aware of these changes. So if we can start working on that, what we're going to do then is I will probably do probably tonight will be great for all of us at 11 o'clock, and it will be recorded, so we'll share it as soon as that's available. So how about if we leave Saturday and I'm going to do 2 calls on Sunday. I'll do 2 definites, but I'm happy to jump on in between. So I'll probably do 1 late morning and 1, I hate doing things on a Sunday evening, but probably 1 around Sunday evening time. So if you can message, I know that people have commitments, I know that, but I will record them all. But if we do something around 10:30, and then I'm thinking something around 7:30ish, they don't have to be long, just catch up. And ideas, let's get our ideas together. So what we need to be thinking about, guys, is we need to be thinking of USP, our unique selling point of our Vline. We need to be thinking of how we're going to make this different to anybody else, that we're not actually trying to, it's like, for example, this is where my mindset is, and please tell me if I'm completely wrong, but having a traditional beauty salon for 30 years, I think if there's 6 salons in my village and 2 or 3 are advertising all the time, I don't think they're doing very well, because they need the custom. I never advertise, I only have Facebook. And I feel a bit the same way, that I don't want us to be advertising this launch, because we haven't really officially launched yet in the UK. I want to advertise this amazing aspect that we have now got to our business. Am I going right down the right path, guys, with that?
Mm.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing there? Do you think I'm suggesting, it's not my choice, we're all a team together.
Yeah.
It's not down to me. I just don't
It's a great idea, Alison.
I just don't just be launching something that we haven't yet launched. We've got to have our massive launch in the new year. We want a party time. So we're not ready for a launch. We're ready for an exciting element of our business to help network marketers, to help with recruitment, the one thing that people struggle with. So that's where I want to go down. Whereas I think head office are kind of seen as a new start. I don't want to see it as a new start. I want to see it as just an amazing addition to what we've already got. Yeah. So if we think of unique selling points to go with the Vline, Claire's already got VTE VIP. JR said VTE power system. So let's think of a few key lines. So we've got the hashtags. We need to think of, do we need a brand? As in, obviously we're branded as we are, but once we have like a little guideline of a little speech mark of what we're going to do, whether we want an image to go with that, whether we want a logo to go with that we have, us, UKT, we have this V-line logo. Because the same again, it's a V. All these things are V. We've got our VTE is a V, we've got the old companies as a V. So we need to work on something that is known for us, that when we start advertising it, people go, I've heard about this. This sounds like this is fantastic.
Alison, can I just say, Bobby in the UK chat the other day said he reckons we should call it VPL. And I said to him, no, because that's visual pan.
He said V-liners.
Oh, yes, that's right. And I said, no, that reminds me of visual panty liners.
I still love it though, Sam. I personally love V-liners.
V-liners.
I do, because it's a V-line system and we're V-liners on a V-line system. But it was, we're looking at VIP access, but I would go with V-liners, 100%. V-liners, 100%. I think it's fabulous. It's like the Wii. When the Wii came out, we went, why would you call it a Wii? Why would you call something a Wii? Look how massive that was. If people thought it were panty liners, but I were on $2,000 a week, I'd have panty liners any day. So, but it's not to us, it's up to George, Lewis, and everybody at head office. And they might have even squashed the idea, because I've now got to look at the list and see who's won the box of coffee. So, that will be obviously decided by them, not by us. So what we'll play on is just the V-line, Sam, because we don't know what our pre-enrollees are going to be called at this moment in time. I was hoping someone said that it was on the new screens, but maybe not. But I do know there's certain things that they're adding in the back. I asked for some things to go in the back office, and they said it won't be on the first stage. The first stage just gets us all up and running. We'll be adding to it over the next few weeks and months. you know, different aspects I thought would really, really help us. Okay, so let's leave it at that. I want you all to think. Let's get on the call at 11 o'clock. And this is going to just be fantastic. Okay. Just make sure everybody, because I know some people are not working it. I know some people are not checking the chats. So I know some people on my frontline aren't. So we've got to go to them and say, look, you've got to open up this back office. You've got to, you know, get this part done. So let's get all that done. Let's get all our housekeeping done so that we're ready Monday morning. Okay. So yeah, a plan comes together, but we're doing it together. That's the main word there. I don't know. I still don't know who my slinky drink is, but we're doing it together as a team. Okay. I can't wait to hear any ideas, and I can't wait to. Is it you ran with slinky? Oh, I didn't realise that. I had no idea that was you. I can't wait, guys. It's exciting. It's a really exciting time for us. So yeah. I'll probably see you on the call at 11. Well, I won't see you. You don't see anybody on those calls, do you? And we'll go for 2 times on Sunday. Will be recorded. May throw another one in the time if we need to. And have a nice evening. Hope you can sleep after all that.
I'm falling asleep now.
Oh, well, there we go. Then we best record it for you. You've got no chance.
No. I thought this time I'll listen to it.
No, that's why it's hard being up in the night as well, listening to it. I think that's why one of the things where I need to obviously stop doing that. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Get your thinking caps on. Let's go for this big time on Monday mornings. Let's get all the houseworking done. Let's get all our unique selling points. Let's get the post done. So I need the ideas for the post quite quick to see if Sophie's free for us on Sunday. And we're going for it. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.